Hi there, I'm Haruka. Guys, there's too much trash isekai, or is there not enough? You know me, I'm not really into any sort of hype battle shonen stuff. So obviously I'm not really going to be into power fantasy shonen, but that's not the only kind of isekai there is. That's right, I want to talk to you about the trash isekai harems and why I think they're still an important part of the anime ecosystem. First of all, if I'm going to talk about something, I gotta make sure we're all on the same page about what I'm talking about. My definition of trash isekai harem is as follows. We meet the MC in a fantasy world. Doesn't even need to be an actual isekai, all I need is a fantasy world. They are almost instantly surrounded by women who are all romantically attached to them. It must be romantic, no friends or adopted children allowed. Each harem member gets their own loyalty mission. I said women, but it could be of any gender denomination, looking at you, Bakarina's harem. It also has to be trash, but that's harder to define. It's ecchi, so you see titty and possibly man nipple. So I guess since I'm talking about something that people don't really like, I should mention the negatives first. First of all, the issue with any harem anime is that it objectifies the characters. I mean, all of them are essentially props in the main character's arsenal to help them conquer the new world. And if it's ecchi, then we're just here to stare at their body. Also, there really is too much of it, and so much of it isn't even original. It's basically the same story over and over to some slight variation. The girls are even copy and paste most of the time. If you've seen one, you've seen at least like 60% of them. And finally, the main character just doesn't have enough charisma for anyone to believe this show. I'm sorry, this edgelord piece of shit has 20 girls hanging on to him, or this guy who you have gone out of your way to explain is completely average in every way is somehow pulling beautiful elves. No, that doesn't work. But let's talk about the positives now, because I like this stuff. Objectification is actually very flexible. That sounds wrong. Okay, what I mean is, it's possible for a woman to have power within the male gaze of the camera. It is by holding onto that power that the male gaze is actually broken. Basically, what I mean is, a sexualized character isn't inherently objectified as long as she is in control of the scene and has agency. Most of the women in these anime are simply props to help the protagonist, but some attention should be given to the women who make major decisions and are seen as choosing to be with the protagonist. And that also brings me to the other thing, as a genre, it's incredibly fun to subvert. Because it's so predictable, there's a framework that is laid out for a good writer to exploit. All the archetypes and tropes are just an absolute goldmine for parody or approaches into sincerity. Harem is already an amazing genre to subvert, but adding in an isekai is just adding to the cultural signposts of weeb culture. Finally, it's just fun to mindlessly watch, yeah? I mean, I enjoy getting to turn off my brain, flipping on one of these, and just watching whatever buffoonery awaits me. You don't have to constantly be given intelligent brain simulation. This is enough neuron activation for me tonight. So let's talk about some examples. Here's some examples for you in some subcategories. Here are some that are worth a look. Isekai Mao Toshokan Shoujo no Dore Majutsu. How not to summon a demon lord. Out of all the ones I'm mentioning, I haven't actually seen this one yet, but I heard it's interesting. Tsuki ga Michibiku Isekai Dochu. A guy gets isekai due to a deal his parents made with the goddess of another world, but the goddess thinks the dude is too ugly, so she tosses him into a godless land with only the ability to speak every language except the languages of humans. It's kind of fun, there's some abs, and the girls are pretty fun. Legit, he makes an Animal Crossing village with his own personal Isabelle, except instead of a dog, she's a pig. Now for some anime that's subversion on tap. Otome game no Hametsu flag Shika nai Akuyaku Reijo ni Tensei Shitashimata. I mentioned this earlier, this is villainess, but this is an amazing way to subvert a stale anime genre. A girl gets isekai'd into an otome game and romances the hell out of literally everyone she meets. Her harem is truly diverse and constantly growing, and she has no clue it exists. Shujo Kogeki ga Zentai Kogeki de Nekai Kogeki no Okasan Wasuki Desuka. It's MILF Sekai. Is it stupid? Yes. Then why did I add it to the subversion section? Because this guy is trying to build an actual isekai harem, but his mom keeps ruining things. This is just fun to watch, I don't care. And then probably not worth it unless you don't really want to watch something good. Isekai with smartphone Totomo ni. Guy gets isekai'd and God's sorry about it, so he sends him to an isekai world with a smartphone. That's the premise. Chicks dig the Samsung. And then Shinka no Mi Shiranai Uchi ni Kachigumi Jinsei. This came out last year. An entire school gets isekai'd, but one kid is singled out for being fat and ugly, so he gets sent to a different part of the map. There he finds stuff that makes him strong and pretty, as well as a giant ape that turns into a cute girl. He continues to collect strange, cute girls. But I will say that there's a random background story of intrigue that will probably never be touched because there's never going to be season 2 of this. I mean, There can't be a season 2 of this. I think that there needs to be more trash isekai harems because I need more material to watch at night when I want to shut my brain off. This video is actually sponsored by Lucky Cat Sticker Company. Go buy some damn stickers. Slap them on your laptop, slap them on your car, slap them on your own damn face. I don't care. Go to LuckyCats.com and enter the code JOCK for 15% off. That's JOCK JOCK for 15% off at LuckyCats.com. Link in the description. Thank you.